Oh, well, kia ora koutou whānau, and welcome to the Drive Time Show with your Mz Leah. I'm pretty excited because after a few technical difficulties, we finally were able to chat with Shona. Kia ora, Shona. Welcome to the show.
Kia ora. Thank you for asking me along.
Oh, that's okay. That's all good. Now, for many of you that don't know, Shona is with the Taranaki Women's Refuge. And, the Taranaki Women's Refuge, I have to say, they do an amazing job. And you guys have a really cool kaupapa that's actually starting today, or tonight, should I say. And I'm really intrigued and interested to hear what it's all about. So, you've got a pop-up shop happening over the course of the week, and also weekend moving into next week.
Yeah, making the most of the Labour weekend. So it opens tonight, and tonight's entry is by tickets, so you can purchase tickets at Humanitix. Just search up Taranaki Women's Refuge and you'll be able to find tickets there. The first session has already actually sold out, so it starts it goes in hourly sessions starting at 6, 7 and 8 p.m. and closing at 9. So the 6 till 7 p.m. slots have already sold, but there's definitely still tickets left for those other 2 time slots. And then it will run tomorrow. It opens at 9 a.m. all the way through to 8 p.m. so people can go shopping after they finish work if they like. And then from then, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every day from 9 until 4. And that's happening up at the Lemur Lounge at New Plymouth Raceway. I'm pointing that way, which means absolutely nothing to anybody who is actually watching it, because it could be anywhere. But you go to the New Plymouth Raceway and you go past the TSB Stadium, straight through the roundabout, and there's parking there, and there's 2 buildings where Taranaki Rugby are practicing and training. Lemur Lounge is the second building. You go down the driveway and you'll find everybody there. There's going to be loads of pink and purple flags, so it should be pretty easy to find.
Oh, perfect. You know how you're pointing to it's over there or over there. Well, it's quite funny because literally it is over there for me anyway, so it makes sense to me.
Funny. So it's good for us both.
Yeah. And so you said that the opening evening that costs, and you get tickets for that. But what is the opening evening like? People can't shop at that point yet, can they?
Yeah, no, they definitely can, and that's I guess why it's a ticketed event. We started that quite a few years ago because you get to have the first access to all of the goodies, I suppose. So as a way of covering some costs back at the time, that's what we introduced. Right. And those tickets, the ones that are already sold out, were $15. The 7 p.m. ones are $10, and the 8 p.m. ones are $5. So people could expect to pay $10 or $5 to be able to get in tonight, but that gives you sort of that first access. And we've got like designers from all over New Zealand that donated to it. Trelise Cooper, Zambezi, Sabatini, Karen Walker, just loads. If you go to our social media pages, you'll see the post there about the designer wear that we've got. And even if it's not designer wear, all of the other items are really good quality, pre-loved clothing. So there's a massive variety, and it just looks awesome. I was up there this morning walking around, and there's beautiful colors and patterns and sizes and styles, and it's pretty exciting to finally get here.
Yeah, I can imagine, especially with the whole COVID situation, and it's just been a pain in the butt when it comes to events in general. So it's so cool that you guys are able to continue on with this, and good idea doing the whole events evening like hour by hour. That's really cool.
Yeah, it means that we can stay within the COVID-2 guidelines as well, and only have 100 people in at a time, and you haven't got 100 people waiting outside. People out on this, allocated time, and be assured of being able to get in. So yeah, COVID's definitely affected us in terms of what we can do, as it has everybody. We did have to postpone our major end of year event, which is Deck the Rooms for Refuge, where we have houses decorated. So it's like to have the pop-up shop really happening tonight is actually really exciting. And we're sure that the community always get behind us. It's an awesome event. It's really exciting to go and shop, and you could get your whole, a whole new wardrobe there. The shoes, oh my God, they're so pairs of amazing scarves. There's tables full of handbags and jewellery. There's also menswear. There's swimwear and underwear. Like, yeah, there's lots. There's lots.
Oh wow! Sounds like a retail dream. You know.
Exactly.
Hey, what is a feel-good moment you've seen in previous pop-up shops before? Because this is not your first pop-up shop, right?
Yeah, no, this is, gosh, how many years now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is our 7th year of running the pop-up shop. And I guess the last 2 years previous year was run by Jess and Michelle. This year has been run by Jess. And previous to that, I had run it with a good friend of mine for 3 years. And I guess there's two standout moments that really come back to me, apart from having lots of fun, working with amazing volunteers, having a laugh. And, you know, the shop itself is a really fun place. You get to see the same faces that come back every year, plus new ones who have just heard about it for the first time. And there's a really awesome buzz in the dressing room. Women are really supportive of each other, and they'll take things to try on and have a look at it and then be like, actually, this isn't really me, but you would look amazing in this. And they share things. And it's a really supportive environment. But I guess two things besides that stick out is one woman who had actually lost her husband many years ago and, was kind of on her own. And she comes every year to refresh her wardrobe because it's affordable for her and she can get really good quality clothes and shoes, within her budget. And the other thing that brings out or that comes out of the pop-up shop is that Taranaki Women's Refuge has a presence, kind of a live active presence within the community during that time. And it's a time where many women will come and share their stories. They might be looking through clothes and a volunteer is standing next to them and they might just share a little snippet about something they'd experienced in their life or their mother or their sister or a friend. And I'll never forget, you get so busy with the pop-up shop, getting it ready and making it, a great event for everyone to be involved, that you're consumed in that. And sometimes when you're in that place, you forget, you just get distracted from kind of the purpose of it. And we had a woman who came in and she traveled a really long way to come and shop at the shop. And she was telling me about that. And I said, that's amazing. Would you mind taking a photo with us? And we'll, share and celebrate that on Facebook that you've traveled this way. And she said, yeah, that was fine. We took the photo. And then before she left, she really quietly said to me, look, I just want to thank you for what you do. The last time they put me in the ambulance, I thought I was going to die. And that's a really, I know that's a massive statement to share.
Yeah.
And not kind of scaremongering, but it was a moment that just made me go, you know what, like, this is why we're here. This is what we're here for. This is why we raise this money. This is so that we can continue to give services to women who experience the great myriad of domestic violence.
Wow, that's actually pretty moving to hear those stories and see the outcome of some of the mahi that you guys do, or a lot of the mahi you guys do. Thanks so much for sharing that, Shona. That's really lovely. Yeah, beautiful. And I love the whole idea of a pop-up shop and going to check out, clothing and refreshing your wardrobe. That sounds so cool, like a cool girls' day out.
Right. It totally is. And that's tonight, a lot of women will come as a group. It'll be all workmates, or they might come tomorrow night or over the weekend, or, a daughter will pick up a mum. And, we've got groups that come every single year. And it's a lot of fun. It's great shopping right on our doorstep. And the other thing really worth mentioning is that we've got so many amazing donations, all just from our community. These are garments that people are still in great quality and could probably wear themselves. Sometimes it might be a special item that they'd purchased for a wedding or a graduation, or, it's a really special item and they want it to go to something that they feel is worthy. And we feel really blessed to often be the recipients of that. So, we're grateful for our community. This event involves so many people, and that's pretty special.
That is special. Oh, I love it. I love it. Many will know what the Taranaki Women's Refuge does, but what is something we may not know that you guys, assist with?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So we have social workers that work both in North Taranaki and an advocate in South Taranaki. The South Taranaki advocate is reasonably recent. That's within the last 12 months because we were awarded a small pocket of funding for that, which is great. So we've always worked with women right around our maunga, but this is a face-to-face service, and we're really excited about what that will mean for access to services for those women in South Taranaki. But another service that we offer that people might not know about is our men's program. So we have Aspire's men's program, and it's a male social worker, and he works with men who are ready to make change in the way that they think, feel, and behave in their relationships. So that was a real gap we kind of saw in the services, that we would get phone calls from men saying, look, I know that my behaviour is not great. I know I'm angry, or I know I can't communicate well, or I struggle with this, and I want to be better. Do you know where I can go? What is there that exists? And it's been going probably about 6 years now, I think. We started out at about 5 hours a week, and now it's 20 hours a week with David Younger, who's an amazing male. So it's some really positive results. You know, we do have to do that ambulance at the bottom of the cliff stuff, but we're committed to change in domestic violence, and if we want to work at that, we need to start working from the top down as well. So that's not, it's been going for a while, but not everybody knows about that yet.
Right. Yeah, no, I didn't know about that either. So that's really interesting to know for our tāne out there who want to make a change.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All they have to do is call our office phone number, and you can self-refer. It's really easy. Just call, email. We've got our 0800 number, and that's available 24/7 as well. And I guess really briefly, the other work that our social workers do with women is we have got our safe house. They work with women around legal, financial, housing advice. It might be support to get things in place for the kids. And they're also, because they're social workers, they provide intensive counselling around what they've experienced.
Right.
And we have a women's group, partly due to COVID levels and things, but that is available when we can make it happen as well.
Yeah, totally. Hey, and I do see this online, and I just wondered how this kind of worked, and it's like sort of like a discreet way of finding out help, like at the bottom of certain websites.
Yeah, certain websites have I can't recall the name of it off the top of my head. It's like there's a little icon, and it's like you can click that icon. And if you're on the Taranaki Women's Refuge page, you can click that and it will take you to one of those other pages. So it might be the warehouse, for example, so that if you're on your phone or on your website or you're looking up information about that, you click that button and it takes you just to another really general random website, just so that those things can't be tracked, because, you know, sometimes the control extends to looking at someone's phone and having control over all of those sorts of things as well. So yeah, that does exist, which is really awesome.
Wow, cool. No, that's cool. Well, it's been so great chatting with you today, Shona, and all the very best with the pop-up shop. It looks like it's going to be a pretty epic weekend/week as well. And there's a lot of boxes of stuff there, so you got quite a bit, don't you?
So many boxes of things, and them are amazing. They're all the designer stuff is individually priced, but besides that, I think all tops, like t-shirts, shirts are $5, and all bottoms are $5, and jackets and coats are $10. So go get yourself a whole new outfit for $20, pretty easy.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Shona. All the very best.
Thank you. Hey, thank you so much for having us along and wanting to find out more about what we do and about the pop-up shop. We really appreciate your support.